The scene opens in London, where CIA agent Bill Pope stops in a shop to pick up a duffel bag full of money. Bill have time to call his wife Jill back home. The two have a daughter, Emma. Bill is being experiential by his superior Quaker Wells and fellow agents Marta Lynch, Esteban Ruiza, and Pete Greensleeves. Bill is knowingly pursued by anarchist Xavier Heimdall. His right-hand woman Elsa Muller tracks Bill as he hops into a cab. Wells guides Bill to go to a cement factory. Heimdall wrongly maps and guides him an abandoned building. Here, Elsa and other villains catch the cab and shoot the driver before capturing Bill. Bill is taken into building and is tortured by Heimdall with electrical cables to give up information on Jan Strook, alias the Dutchman, a hacker that has created a wormhole that would allow Heimdall to bypass computer codes and infiltrate central governments. Bill tells Heimdall, "Go to hell," which Heimdall compliments, but also gets Bill a cable to his mouth, and he is electrocuted to death. After Heimdall and Elsa leave, other CIA agents discover Bill's body and inform Wells that he is dead. The CIA gets in touch with Dr. Franks, who has been working on a memory program that places the memories of the lifeless in the head of a living specimen. The plan is to put Bill's memories in someone's head to locate Strook, as he was trying to sell his program to the CIA. They decide on using Jericho, who is known as a remorseless killer with no emotional development that resulted from a childhood incident in which Jericho tells that his father threw him out of a moving car and damaged his frontal lobe. Jericho is taken out of prison for the procedure to begin. In a television interview between Heimdall and Piers Morgan in which Morgan asks Heimdall his intentions, Heimdall tells that he thinks the world would be better off without governments, and hence he plans to take them all down. Bill's memories go into his head, but the procedure nearly kills Jericho. After the memory transplant succeeds, Quaker Wells tries to recall Bill Pope's memories. But he feels heavy headache due to brain surgery. Wells tries him to remember about the Dutchman. Jericho said that nothing in his memory and tells him do not confuse with somebody else. Furiously, Wells leaves. Later, Wells and the other agents watch a video message from Strook, who tells he will give the CIA his program in exchange for protection and money, as he had originally been working with Heimdall, but once Strook changed his mind, Heimdall got furious and is after him now. Strook is then calling the Pope home to ask for Bill, but Jill informs Strook that her husband is dead. Jericho is being moved by two agents. Franks gives him a pill for better blood circulation. While on the road, he uses a rough and ready hook to cut one of the agents and lead to a crash that results in him escaping. He has the cars blow up to make it look like he died. Jericho goes into town and steals some food and knocks up some men to take their van. He then heads over to the Pope house to find the bag of money. He ties Jill up in her bed. All the while, he begins to see some of Bill's memories, most of them involving his time with Jill, but also a vision of the money bag being hidden behind a shelf of George Orwell books. He goes to refresh, then sees Pope in mirror. Jericho goes back to the room and asks Jill about the bag of money. Really, she does not know about it. He collects Bill's cards and other things. Emma triggers silent alarm by her leg, which alerts CIA agents. Ruiza calls Emma through the home phone. Jericho answers and claiming Emma may have hit a button. He then flees the house. We see another video of Strook stating his plans to sell his program to the Russians now out of fear that the CIA has betrayed him, and the CIA has roughly 9 hours to respond to Strook's deadline. Jericho continues recalling Bill's memories, and he is starting to gain Bill's personality and skills while skipping between that and his natural self. Jericho tries to get himself a drink and orders it in French, confused with it for Spanish, and one man corrects him before calling him an idiot, leading to Jericho breaking the man's nose. He then heads to the London Public Library to find the bag, but he fails and then logs into the computer with Bill's codes, which the CIA discovers. Jericho finds Franks to help him get medication for his head aching as a result of Bill's memories overwhelming him. It's worth that Jericho is now able to develop emotions. Their whole encounter is monitored by the CIA and Heimdall. As he leaves the pharmacy, Jericho is taken by several agents. Elsa, who was watching, follows. After a tense encounter at the headquarters between Jericho and the other agents, Jericho is being escorted by Wells to another location. Heimdall makes a diversion by making it look like Strook was spotted at an airport. This leads to Elsa and Heimdall's other goons to find the agents and start shooting at them, ensuing in the losses of some agents including Lynch. Jericho escapes the shootout by driving off a bridge. Jericho returns to the Pope house. Jill points a gun at him this time, but Jericho is less hostile this time, and he tells her a memory only she and Bill would know to prove he has Bill's memories. It's about how their first car smelled like fish and chips, and the exhaust blew out a week later. Jill later grasps Jericho outside with Emma as they bury one of her toys. In spite of being worried at first, Jill understands that Jericho would not hurt her and Emma. Jill asks him about their wedding day and how he acted at first. She handed Emma. He shared his past life with Jill, and also he said that he is living with Bill's memories. She let him stay the night. The next morning, Jericho discovers that the money bag is hidden behind a bookshelf in the library at the university where Jill works. He drives there to retrieve it, leaving Elsa to enter into the Pope house and capture Jill and Emma, while Heimdall gets Jericho. While the Russians have their own team out looking for Strook. Wells and his team study of this, and they head out after them. Both the CIA and the Russian team circle the university as Heimdall's thugs take Jericho away. He then recalls that Strook is hiding in Jill's office. Elsa leads Jericho to guide her to the office. They pass by the lab, which lets Jericho make a bomb to get away from Elsa. He hurries to Jill's office to find Strook and talk to him, but Elsa finds them. She shoots Jericho in the shoulder and Strook in the head and nearly takes the drive with his program until Jericho emerges and beats her to death with a lamp. Jericho takes an ambulance and drives to the airfield where Heimdall is planning to escape with Jill and Emma. Wells and his team find Strook and Elsa both dead and captures a bag of money and Strook's computer. Even though Wells telling Jericho it's too risky and that lives are at stake. Jericho makes it there and hesitantly hands the drive to Heimdall so he can let Emma go. Heimdall fires Jericho and makes his escape on his plane right before Wells and his men arrive. As Wells shouts at Jericho for what he's done, Jericho tells that he had Strook reprogram the wormhole so that whatever launched from that program would hit wherever the launch was made. Therefore, the missile that Heimdall launched to hit the airfield ends up flying back toward his plane, blowing him up. A while later, we see Jericho at the beach. He is met by Jill and Emma, along with Wells and Franks, and some other agents. Jill and Emma know that Bill lives on in Jericho's head. Wells then tells Franks that he is going to offer Jericho a job. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel, like and share this video and hit your comments.